everybody, it's Braden here with the T Storm Chasers, just coming to you with a new weather video for today. Today is the 7th of November. It is a Friday, so happy Friday to you all. And are you guys ready for this winter weather that is about to come through the area? Well, I certainly am not. So let's just get right into it with our temperatures here for our overnight into our Saturday morning here. 31 degrees here in Sioux Falls, 28 in Aberdeen, 34 in Pierre, and 36 out there in Rapid City. Getting into your day here on Saturday, 36 here in Sioux Falls for the high, 34 in Aberdeen, 44 in Pierre, and 43 in Rapid City. Getting into our overnight here into our Sunday morning, and it is going to be frigid because of all this snow that's going to be coming through. 17 here in Sioux Falls, 13 in Aberdeen, 16 in Pierre, and 24 in Rapid City. Getting into our Sunday here, 30 here in Sioux Falls, 33 in Aberdeen, 35 in Pierre, and 42 in Rapid City. Getting into our Monday here, 29 here in Sioux Falls, 29 in Aberdeen, 37 in Pierre, and 47 in Rapid City. And then getting into your overnight here into your Tuesday, 35 here in Sioux Falls, 31 here in Aberdeen, 34 in Pierre, and 36 in Rapid City. Precip over the next 48 hours is going to be centralized in two different areas, two main bands at least. We have the one over towards just outside of Pierre, extending all the way through the pretty much all of Iowa, and then we have one from the Canadian border all the way to the border between North Dakota and South Dakota, and then of course our precip over in the Black Hills. So three different areas. So that is going to be quantified there in snowfall. So this is one of the predictions here pushed out by the National Weather Service here, showing about 2 inches here for the Sioux Falls area and 2 for the Sioux City area, and 1 inch up there towards Brookings. And then in between Sioux Falls and Sioux City is going to be where most of our totals will lie. And then we have another pretty good band up there in North Dakota with totals ranging from 2 to 2.5 inches. Ice over the next 24 hours, there's a couple spots there in North Dakota, but nothing too much to worry about. And then winds over the next 24 hours are going to be extremely high, as we will look into our next slide that we have, up to 50 miles an hour in the Pierre area, and over towards Wall, 56 miles an hour. Widespread 30 to 40 mile an hour wind gusts over the next 24 hours from the Sioux Falls area all the way throughout the state and to pretty much just the surrounding areas. It's going to be very windy. National Weather Service hazards here. There is a winter weather advisory for majority of the National Weather Service Sioux Falls area. Now that does include the Sioux Falls area. That does include Union, Lincoln, Clay, Turner, Hutchinson County, Yankton County as well, and McCook County here in South Dakota. Does also include Sioux, O'Brien, and Woodbury County, Plymouth County as well. It does not include Woodbury County, apologies for that, and a bunch more counties there in Iowa, apologies for that. And then we have another county there in Minnesota, that is Rock County. And then widespread high wind warnings and wind advisories for the western parts of our state, and a winter weather advisory for parts of the Black Hills. Climate Prediction Center outlooks that we will be taking a look at. We're still going to be above average for this time of year for the next 6 to 10 days. And then for our 8 to 14 days, we will taper off a little bit, but still well above average for temperatures. So 6 to 10 day precip, we will have above average precip as well. And then we will also have above average precip for the 8 to 14 day outlook. So what you guys have all been waiting for is the snowfall totals, and where is this snowfall going to head, and when is it going to fly? So this is our North American model. I'm going to show you guys 3 different models that we have here: our North American model, our European model, and our GFS model. And then I will show you guys our pretty much our timeline for the snowfall here. So let me quick duplicate that page here so I have an extra one here. So this one is our North American model, as I said earlier. This one is a little bit daring, might I say. And what I mean by that is it's showing widespread 2 to 5 inch totals for most of the Iowa region, and then all the way up through this little band here. Most of the forecasts are agreeing on this band up here being a 1 to 3 inch maker, and then also around 1 to 3 inches in between Sioux Falls and Sioux City. But this one is showing more of a kind of a bulb effect down here where it kind of like blows up a little bit wider, and that one is probably not going to happen. We're going to check out our European model. This one's a little bit better at kind of pinning down those totals here, and this one is one that I would believe more that I see now. But 1 inch here in Sioux Falls, 1 inch out here towards the Mitchell area, and about 2 to 3 inches down here in between Sioux City and Sioux Falls, and just to the south of Sioux City as well, getting around an inch. So majority of this area will see about an inch of snow, and most of our area around here will receive at least a dusting of snow. Here is our GFS model, and this is the one that I do believe the National Weather Service is basing their predictions off of. It is kind of an ensemble that they do use, so I'm not going to kind of pin it down to one model that they use, because they can use whatever they want. But this one's showing a wider spread 5 inch total here down in south central Iowa here, or in west central Iowa I should say, and then 3 to 4 inches in and around the Sioux Falls area and points south. I would kind of put a combination here between the GFS and the European model. I would shoot low but prepare for high. I would expect here in the Sioux Falls area 1 to 2 inches, and then points south, maybe even a sparse little 3 to 4 inch total. Probably around, if it was going to happen, it would be around the Beersford area. So now another thing that we're going to look at before we do go to our snowfall depth is, or our snowfall, where it's going to be, our future track forecast I should say, is snowfall depth. So this one is just showing us where our snow has fell and how deep it's going to be. So our peak for our snowfall depth would be around the noon time frame on Saturday here. This is the 18Z, which is noon. So that would be around 2 inches around like Elk Point, Vermilion, Alcester, that type of area, and around an inch here in the Sioux Falls area. But as you guys can see, that kind of quickly moves off as we get into our Monday. We'll start to see all of that melt away by Monday into Tuesday here, and then possibly get into some more snowfall next week with this GFS model, as you guys can see. But that is too far out to talk about. This is the 23rd here, Sunday the 23rd at noon, what that would look like. But we are focused on the main event right now, which is tomorrow. So we're going to go to our future track forecast here. It shows that narrow band here kind of moving across parts of South Dakota and North Dakota at this point, bringing some snow here. And majority of the area in South Dakota is going to start to experience rain about the 1 to 2 a.m. mark here. This is midnight here. As it moves across the state, some heavier snow bands possible as that rain turns into snow. And there is that snow coming through about the 7 to 8 a.m. time frame here. As that moves through, we'll get out of the woods from all of that snow about the midnight time frame here on Sunday. And as we get into our Sunday here, we will clear out and have mostly clear skies as that high pressure system kind of dives in. And here is 6 a.m. here on Monday, and we are continuing to be clear. So majority of what we're going to be dealing with is tomorrow, and then we will clear right out for our skies, and it will be sunny, so that'll kind of help and aid melting all of that snow. And of course, our ground is not frozen enough to kind of handle all of that snow, hence why the snow depth just kind of fades away pretty quickly after we get it. So in all actuality, 3 to 4 inches may fall over near the Sioux City area, but there's only 1 to 2 inches on the ground just because of that sunfall, or that sunshine, so, and how warm the ground is. So that is all I got for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching, and I will be bringing you guys more updates tomorrow as that snow starts to fly. And then also there will be road updates tomorrow. If any of those roads get too slick out there, we will be updating you. And also another weather video tomorrow with accumulations and all that fun type of stuff when it comes to snow. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your night.
Everybody is looking for the perfect roof. You're only one call away. We're RF Custom Construction, and we've been transforming roofs in Sioux Falls since 2011. Our custom designs and quality craftsmanship redefine what a roof can be. And it's all about you, your style, your satisfaction. Ready to get started? Call us today at 605-366-9790. RF